Is Las Vegas losing its sparkle? And is everyone leaving town in droves? Today, we're diving into what's really happening in Las Vegas right now. Is the city hollowing out or maybe just evolving? Have you noticed fewer people and empty casinos on the Strip? Or is it just rumors and horror stories online? Drop your experience in the comments. I'm curious to see what you're seeing firsthand. Tourism factor number one, visitor numbers dive. One of the biggest things that I am noticing is that the visitor numbers to Las Vegas truly are down. I was reading in the Las Vegas Sun an article recently, and they said numbers are down about 6.5% compared to the same numbers at this time last year. My husband and I were at dinner last Thursday at the Bellagio, and we did notice that the casino didn't seem busy like it normally was. I wouldn't say it was slow, but definitely not that usual vibe that we feel there. And we were actually at the M Resort on Saturday meeting a group of friends, and there was even a Raiders game that night, and the casino really didn't feel busy. I was shocked because usually after a Raiders game the M Resort is very busy, but I really noticed it felt a little bit slower than we normally see. You know how Las Vegas has that buzz, that energy where you go down to the casino and that's packed with a lot of people having a great time? I would say it's different, not necessarily dead, but definitely slower. I have a past client of mine who's become a really good friend. His name's Tony, and he is a bartender at one of the casinos on the Strip. He was telling me that a lot of those large groups that he normally sees coming in haven't been coming in like they normally do this time of year. So for people who work on the Strip, that kind of slowdown is felt immediately. Now, the other thing to keep in mind though is timing. These numbers reflect our summer months, and it is hot in Las Vegas. We're seeing temperatures even above 110 degrees right now. So that can deter a lot of tourists from coming into town, and we do normally see a slowdown this type of year. Summer has always been slower, but the drop this year does feel a little steeper than normal. For us locals, it could just be a blip, or it could be a sign of something additional. We're keeping our eyes on it. Tourism factor number two, shocking high prices. Another big factor is how expensive everything has gotten on the Las Vegas Strip. My husband and I were just talking about this, and some of the prices are absolutely crazy. I saw a friend post on Facebook the other day, and she'd gotten a Starbucks coffee on the Strip, and it was like $12 for a small coffee. That's crazy. I was at a real estate convention about 2 weeks ago at one of the casinos, and I'd gotten a water on one of the breaks, and it was a fancy bottle of water, but it was $20 for a bottle of water. So it seems like everything on the Strip costs about double what it does anywhere else. I have clients Stan and Jane that came into town from Chicago last week, and they are looking at homes here and staying at one of the Strip casinos, kind of making it a vacation while they're in town. They were telling me how shocked they were on some of the other costs that added up. There's resort fees, parking fees, and they even got charged an early check-in fee. So they were shocked on just some of the costs on staying at the Strip and additional fees. They were prepared to gamble and enjoy their trip, but just were shocked on how much some of the other things added up to. And as locals, we feel it. Every year, my team has a holiday lunch where we get together and really celebrate each other. And we love going to one of the nice restaurants on the Strip. Last couple years, we've done Hell's Kitchen. It's so fun and just a great time. But to park, to eat there, you usually park at Caesar's Palace, and the valet parking at Caesar's Palace is $40. So all of us ended up carpooling, so we didn't all have to pay $40 just to eat lunch at Hell's Kitchen. It does add up, and if we locals are feeling it, I'm sure the tourists are noticing it too. Hey everyone, Leslie Carver here, breaking down the big question, is everyone leaving Las Vegas? I'm your guide to uncovering the real stories behind some of these headlines. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new updates. Let's cut through the noise and get to the truth. Tourism factor number three, international travel has taken a big hit. One of the main reasons we are seeing this slowdown is because of the slowdown in international visitors to Las Vegas. For years, Canadian visitors had made a huge part of the Las Vegas international travelers to our city. Sometimes as much as 30% of the visitors to Las Vegas came from Canada. According to a recent article in the New York Post, those visitors are down anywhere from 20% to 50% less than what we normally see this time of year. You can always tell when the Canadians are in town. They're some of the friendliest visitors you'll ever meet. My husband and I were at a hockey game recently, and they were playing against the Winnipeg Jets. And we had so much fun. Just the atmosphere at the game with the Canadian crowd, it was amazing. And it's not just Canada either. A lot of international travel is down, and it's not expected. There's a new visa fee, there's uncertainty in some of the travel policies, and even some rough exchange rates that can make a difference on our visitors here. So it's easy to see why people are hesitating. International visitors are a big part of our Las Vegas economy. They come here to not just gamble, but to shop and enjoy the restaurants and everything that Las Vegas has to offer. Earlier this year, I was at the Forum Shops in Caesars, and I was at one of my favorite stores, Viore, and I noticed some of the international travelers, specifically several groups from Asia, and they had bags and bags from Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and other high-end stores. I could tell they were spending thousands and thousands of dollars in one afternoon. It's a big deal for Las Vegas economy. Tourism factor number 4, the ripple effect. When visitors' numbers dip, it's not just empty hotel rooms. It impacts a lot of Las Vegas locals. It impacts bartenders, dealers, housekeeping. And I have a friend who works on the Strip who's a wine sommelier. It impacts everyone. In other states, approximately 10% of employees work in hospitality, but in Las Vegas, approximately 1/3 of employees work in the hospitality for tips. So with less visitors, it truly does have a big impact on income here. Now, to be fair, this has really only been happening the last couple of months, and my friend Brian is really high up at the Palms Casino. He doesn't seem too worried. In fact, he said, great, it's a little slow. I'm gonna take my vacation with my family now. And that's how we're seeing a lot of the people I know. They're not too concerned at this point. They're just taking advantage of the little bit of downtime. For those of us that live here, it's just something we're keeping an eye on. After hearing these key trends, do you believe that people are leaving Las Vegas? Or is tourism just shifting a little bit in the city and maybe we're looking at a new business model? Let me know what you think, or do you want to dive deeper into one of these areas? I'd love to hear your comments. Tourism factor number 5, reinvention. Now, before we get all doom and gloom, there is a lot of positive sides to what we're seeing right now. Although the Las Vegas Strip is down, we're actually seeing an increase on Fremont Street and some of the older downtown areas. In fact, visitor numbers are up around 6% on Fremont Street. And it's not unexpected, as that area is much less expensive. There's no resort fees and add-on fees, and the vibe is very casual. I was talking to my son Bradley, and he said he was down there last weekend and it was packed. It's still got that Vegas vibe and you can feel the energy there. And Vegas is becoming so much more than just the casinos. We are a major hub for sports now in Las Vegas. We have the Raiders football team, and we have the Vegas Golden Knights hockey, and we're expected to have the MLB baseball team, the A's, within the next couple years. And I can tell you, my husband is so excited. He loves baseball and he's been actively watching. He wants to get tickets, and we're even considering season tickets once they become available. The Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas hosts major concerts and events almost every weekend. The Sphere has concerts like you've never attended anywhere else. It truly is a full experience to see a concert there. We have new things happening here too, like the scary new Universal Horror Unleashed that's opening soon. It's expected to bring a whole new crowd of immersive attention seekers to Las Vegas. I know we plan to check it out soon too. At the conventions that keep rolling into the city, and you can see there's a lot more to Las Vegas than just gambling. That's a reminder that Las Vegas really is always resilient. We have found a way to continue to reinvent ourselves. During COVID, we really learned a lot. I know we went and drove down the Strip. It was crazy to see all the casinos shut down and no one on the Strip, and we've learned from that So we were impacted at that time, but we continue to reinvent ourselves and bring in additional things to our city. We might be worried a little bit about the dip right now, but we've seen Vegas bounce back time and time again. And I know from personal experience, we usually bounce back even stronger. So is everyone leaving Las Vegas? Not quite. The city is definitely going through a minor shift. Tourism numbers are down and some of the prices on this trip are up. And the type of visitors is changing right now. If you want more breakdowns like this or want to explore how this could impact real estate in Las Vegas and businesses, click on one of my videos popping up on your screen. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you on the next one.